Looking at the tiny bird in front of him, barely bigger than a finger, the man was completely puzzled. Still, in order to keep it alive, he devoted himself to caring for it every single day, curious about what kind of strange bird it would eventually become. The little creature was incredibly adorable and loved hiding in the man's palm. Whenever it could not see him, it would lie on the blanket sulking in silence. Since raising the tiny bird, the man had to be extremely careful every day. Holding it in his hand required the gentlest touch, as even the slightest pressure could harm it. Its size was so small that it seemed as though one bite could swallow it whole. Even more unbelievable was the fact that a single drop of water was enough to satisfy its thirst. Fortunately, the little bird was not greedy. Once it had eaten enough, it would quietly walk away. Although the man did not know whether he could successfully raise it, all of his efforts were rewarded. Whenever the bird heard his voice calling, it would stumble and hurry toward him. Even a distance of just 1 meter could take its tiny legs several minutes to cross. To the little creature, the warmth of the man's hand was the safest and most comforting home. It constantly chirped, as if expressing how much it missed him. Wanting the bird to feel happiness, the man even bought it a miniature toy car. The tiny creature seemed to be living a luxurious life. Whenever it became tired, it would simply lie down anywhere and fall asleep. The moment it woke up, the man would put aside all his work just to play with it. As time passed, the little bird gradually grew bigger, and its dependence on the man became almost obsessive. However, the more it grew, the more it resembled a chick rather than a typical bird. Although it was no longer as cute as when it was tiny, its new layer of snow-white feathers gave it a unique charm. Now, a single drop of water was no longer enough to fill it up. Yet no matter how much it ate, its body remained only about the size of a palm. After eating and drinking, it would lie on the bed with its eyes half closed, clearly enjoying such a carefree life. The man spoiled it endlessly, often spending time chatting with it, which made the grown bird behave just like a child. Whenever it could not see the man, it would immediately start calling for him. If the man placed it inside a cage, it would strongly resist. Once released, it would vent its frustration before lying on the bed and deliberately ignoring him. Faced with such a stubborn little companion, the man often felt helpless. The bird especially hated taking baths. After being forced to bathe, it would even go on a hunger strike, refusing to eat no matter how close the food was placed to its beak. Soon, the little bird reached the age where it could lay eggs. However, the man could never bring himself to eat them. Instead, he incubated every single one. Before long, the bird became a mother herself. As a result, the man once again took on the role of caretaker, leading the entire flock on daily walks around the house. Watching so many tiny creatures wandering around made him worry that he might accidentally step on them. The babies inherited their mother's excellent traits. Whenever they heard the man calling, they would immediately run toward him. As time went on, all of them eventually grew up as well. To the man's surprise, they were incredibly productive egg layers. There were so many eggs that he could not possibly finish eating them all. Now, he is seriously considering whether to hatch another batch, wondering if these little birds might one day become the key to building a fortune.